Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here with my Quinceanera gift, and it took me about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours. That was with interruptions, and I filmed a video. So that was start to finish. I didn't have anything ready for this. I had to pick out my items for it. And everything. So let's just get right in and we'll show it to you. I used an album that I had gotten. It was to be used with the cinch. I don't know if you're familiar with the cinch machine. This is the awesome cinch machine. You can tell it where you want your holes right here. And for this project, I used this. This was the bottom, and I laid it up against that. And then for the smaller ones, I was able to just put them in here. I was going to be doing a video, but my husband was in and out and in and out. It would have been very disruptive, and I just wanted to get it finished. So this is the cinch machine that I have. I absolutely love this. It makes binding so much easier. And so anyway, so I had purchased this Heidi Swap, and all I'm using from it is the cover and the back, and then this is from another one of the Heidi Swap cinch kits. I did not use the insert pages. I was using my own. So I hope you can see that. So the cover says Hello 15. So I used 15 stickers. I really wish I'd have had thickers. I didn't. And I need to be using my stash, especially for gifts, unless, you know, I'm buying just little odds and ends. So I did have these roses in my stash. They were a gift from my friend Carolyn. I used this washi throughout. This also is a glitter tape. My little red flowers that come in the bottle, and some opalescent glitter glue, and my little blings here. Okay, and then I also have used this lace throughout to make everything cohesive so it all matches. I know that her dress is red, but I didn't know what color red, so I used a variety of reds in this book. I have a dark red in the flowers, and in the glitter tape, they're just a little bit different. This one has just a little bit of orange to it. I have in the washi tape, there is a pink, and the red goes more towards pink. And so, and some of the paper is more of an orangey scarlet red, but it works because this embellishment idea that I came up, and I've made a video, and I'll put it down below, or I'll link it at the end. This makes it so that it works. So this is one of the hearts right here, that when I cut out the like 400 hearts with my Cricut, and then I added that embellishment idea right here. So let's look inside. So the first page, I used one of the cut aparts from my Teresa Collins, what is it? Something noted. And I'm almost done. All that's left are the cut aparts, a couple of ledger papers that I'll be able to use in junk journals, and some labels. That's it. And that whole paper pad will be done. Okay, so this is just the inside that came with the Heidi Swap, and it's just a really thick cardstock. Okay, you come over here. This is the Teresa Collins paper. I went ahead and I added red glitter glue to give it some sparkle. Added 3 blings here in the center of the big flower. Added one of the small flowers, a half of a label here, so that you know to open this. And we're going to go ahead and open it. So in here I put you know, the quinceanera is coming of age, and so I used in this paper pad, there are things about dreams, things about, this one's integrity, is doing the right things with no one when no one is watching. Who will you be? It's your choice. So I thought that this was appropriate. I hope they do too. So we open this page up, and I just used that. I included her invitation so that yeah, so I included her invitation. I will cut that out. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that was her invitation. Then I just placed a piece of, this is close to my heart paper from many years ago, and I've just glued it on here and put place of photo here. That's also a close to my heart stamp. So we'll just go ahead, and that closes back up. So this is a flip page. And then I left this blank, and she can put a picture over here. Then I used one of those recipe file folders that I have. It says, don't be afraid to dream big. This is part of that collection. I made a paper clip, and I added this little key charm, and then I made a hook on the paper clip so the key won't go off that way. So this keeps this closed. The secret to having it all is knowing that you already do. And I just put a couple of cards in here. This is a pocket up here, and there's a card in there as well. Okay. So this is the next page, and it has a tuck spot down here with a tag and just 3 of those hearts. Again, I put the place of photo here. Here I've used a little glassine bag that is polka dotted. I have made a tag that fits inside, but it's still drying. So and then it has one of those embellishments on it using a different lace, and then also a piece of the scrap lace paper using the Martha Stewart punch. And I just glued 2 of the pieces together to give it more, to make it more sturdy. Okay, down here it is a tuck spot, and again I've added that embellishment to the label. Over here we have believe in yourself. Again, it is a tuck spot. I've glittered the B and the U, so it's B-U, believe in yourself. And again, another one of those embellishments that I'm doing throughout the whole book. Okay, so here we have a paper clip, and it has one of the flowers with the bling. Here's one of those embellishments. Added a little bit of lace underneath the paper, and what I did here was the book was 8 inches, so when I had this portrait style paper, it was 8.5 inches, so I had a 1/2 inch left. I went ahead on some of them and just folded it over so that it would be on the next page. This is a little pocket here also. On the other side of the paper clip is one of the roses like we had in the front. And then I have placed, and then this panel card is placed directly on the paper. There's a tag and a little note card here. This is one of those cards that come in your photo boxes, and I have decorated it. I've done the embellishment here, added lace to the bottom. I love that it says Recollections on it, and it has a place for the date. So I did not put this date in. I did do this date because this is the date of the quinceanera, but I didn't do this date. So then I also decorated the back, and I added the bling 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 just to make it a little different. Here we have another one of those embellishments, another take on the embellishment using the same things, but those glitter tape, those are scraps. Here I've sewn a piece of lace on the side. Again, this is one of those where it went over the 1/2 inch. So I'm still working on getting the tension correct for sewing on paper. The top is doing great. So I did the top on this side, and I figured it was okay because it was going to be in the lace on this side. Then because this was the glitter tape, I only did washi tape and the lace and the little flower here for the embellishment. Again, I placed a photo here. So on this side, this is what you see of the lace. And then I did the embellishment down here in the middle. So it's a little bit different. And the picture can go up underneath the flower if it needs to. Here this says, this is perfect. This is picture perfect. Blah, tongue twister. Place the photo here. There is space so it can go under. This was a card that I got in some wedding invitations that I bought when they were like clearance. And then I did use the heart paper here, my Martha Stewart edge border punch, and I like the way that it showed up from this side. So this is the white side of the heart paper. Here we have another pocket page, and I've placed one of the postcards that I made a long time ago. I used to use this. I had a stamp made for this, and this could be an invitation, and I have some of those left, and so I just stuck it in here. She can do something with it. I have this little card that I made into a tag, and I just added some glitter shred. Here's the Believe label. The Believe label. And again, it has that embellishment. I also added a little heart here. So on this one, I've added some lace that is gathered to the side, and I glued it on, and then I held it down with the glitter tape. I added just a small one of those embellishments and one of the labels that was cut off in the paper pad, and it says Live with Intention. Here we have just a panel card, but I've added this card. This is Do Not Let Anyone Ever Dull Your Sparkle, and it's also a tuck spot, place to put a picture or a note or something. Here we have another page, and what I did here was, again, these are 6 by 8, but this was 12 by 12 paper. So I cut it at 9.5, and that gave me 1.5 inches to pull over and make this little side pocket. I added glitter to the flowers on this side, along with some of the little flowers, some glitter tape, and the word Imagine. And here I just sewed just a piece of the lace to make a little label, or tab, excuse me. This is the other side, and on this one I glittered just the outside flowers so that a photo could go here in the middle. This is one of my favorite stamps to use. A moment lasts all of a second, but the memory lives on forever. I have a little bit of the embellishment here. I added I sewed it. I sewed on some lace over here. I went ahead and left the little tab at the top. I added glitter tape to the back, and it's just barely can see the lace along this side. I added cut out a piece of one of the papers and added it here, and then did the embellishment over here. Because I had so much of the glitter tape right here, I did not use it inside the embellishment. So over here we have another 15. We have a heart and just a place to add a picture or to write. And we have some bling 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 down here at the bottom. And I also pulled this all the way. This particular one, instead of centering it, I put it to the top because I wanted this border to show. And the border is from this silver heart. On this side it's silver. On this side we have the white, and it just gives some lace and some character. So here, I accidentally glued this over here, so when I pulled it up, there was glue here, so I went ahead and fixed it, and I like it. I added a scrap of this here, this scrap of the red, and a piece of the washi tape. Then I added the little embellishment down here. Over here I've made a pocket and a tuck spot on the front. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Inside here I have just some little red papers that she can write a note on or use somewhere in the book. I've used my Martha Stewart border punch again here on the side to get this lace look up against this red paper. That is one of my favorite looks. So on this, I just put the place photo here and added some bling 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 down here and called that a page. And then I had done this for my granddaughter's book using cards for her age, for her birthday, which is all, in my daughter's book, she's turning 14 and her favorite number is 14. So I did the same thing here. A 10 and a 5 is 15. And then we have this little tag and she can write on it. And then we have the last page, and I've just added a couple of doilies to the last page, and the back is silver. So that is my Quinceanera book in a red theme. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions, please put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. And don't forget to subscribe. And do not let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Have a great day. Bye-bye.